Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Hey, Tom, how you doing? Mark, Tommy J. Who else is here? Scott, how you doing? Not too many people in already, but let's see. What's interesting going on in Thailand? Um, did get hey, Cobus, how you doing? The the pond, that new filter. I got a video on it actually. I'll probably edit it after this live. Um, I don't think it's going to be a real long one. Maybe only an hour or so. Yeah, maybe I'd say that every time, and it goes 2 hours or something. But he did a good job. He's coming back today. I did lay out the front, and in the video, you'll see at the end of it where we're going to put the front. It's going to be for butterfly koi. It's small, and whatever she wants to put in it. It's going to be my wife's deal, and kind of a simple in between where the kitchen. If you're familiar with the house, between the front porch and the kitchen, there's an area there that's 5 foot wide, about 6 foot long. But we're gonna kick it out. We went over it last night and bring it out to where the steps come in. So it's probably going to be closer to 8 feet, 8 feet by 5 by the time the walls get built. 8 foot by 4 foot, something like that. So it'll turn out. This filter right here that I'm putting on the temporary above ground pool, whatever pond that they've been in for 2.5 years, almost 3 years or whatever, until we get the pond in the backyard built, will be for that. So I'm putting in filter media and that, getting it all ready. When we do finish that, which I'm imagining by the time he orders everything, maybe we'll be done with it in 2 weeks. I'm guessing 2 weeks. Then this filter media will 2 or 3 weeks. This filter media in this ought to be full of bacteria by then. And then what I'll also do is when I get ready to do a water change on that, I'll throw a pump in there and put a hose from there to the front and fill it up halfway with seasoned water, and we'll throw some fish in it, let them start filling it full of ammonia, and get the biological kicked, and turn the filter on, and it should be ready to go. It should pretty much not have to worry about it cycling and stuff. I've done it before plenty of times. Hey, Black Sheep, how you doing? Hey, Mark, and Mark's in Thailand, so the name is very appropriate. Good to see you, brother. I'm hoping to get over there. I've been talking to my wife about it, so maybe, depending on how this new pond in the front yard goes, maybe next week or something. But I'll definitely send you a message or whatever to see. I didn't see Gator. Oh, there's Gator. Hey, Jake, how are you? Hey, Verna, how are you? If you guys aren't subscribed to both Jake and Verna's channel, Verna's one of the Filipino gals that has a good channel. Nice family-oriented, singing, lively, fun, like I always said. So subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. And she's good. And Yads, too, of course. Another one. Good people. Fun fun-loving. Some serious subjects once in a while with on Yaz, but good stuff. And Bobby, I think, has a premiere going right now, so maybe he'll come over after it's done. But I noticed that right before I went live that he had a premiere going off at 8. Everybody's saying hello to everybody, which is always great on this channel. So I guess I'm going to finish that hopefully 2-3 weeks. We're going to order the building for the back, which you guys have seen, the one with the observation deck. It's 4.5 meters long with the staircase on the end. So it's basically 4 meters inside and on top, and 3 meters on the inside, and a door on the side right in front of the koi pond. So we'll order that, hopefully get that. I'm thinking the first week of December, maybe the last week of November. Yeah, maybe the last week of November, which would be nice. And then after they get done with the one there, I don't know what I'm going to have to start. I'm going to have to move the temporary pond from where it is on the slab where the building's going to sit to the front yard, and clean that up, get it ready for it. Power's already over there. Water's already over there. He's going to have to build a toilet on the end of it under the stairs, which should work out great. You'll be able to access it from the yard and from the inside of the house. So that way, I'm going to probably have an outdoor shower anywhere over by the plunge pool. And the plunge pool is going to be, I think it's 3 or maybe a little bit over 3 meters wide and almost 5 meters long, I think, is going to fit there. At least 4.5, I think. So I've got to lay that out. And I still haven't decided whether, after he gets done with that, whether we're going to build the koi pond first or the plunge pool. I haven't decided on it. But I am going to wait until the rainy season's over. Hey, Raymond. How you doing? Welcome. Everybody's saying hi. And Bobby's new crusade water. Oh, the water issues. Yeah, and it really is an issue. That's why I'm glad I live in Thailand now. They don't care about a bunch of shit in the U.S. anymore. At least in my opinion. And you guys know I like to tell my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'll have to watch it after this. But Bobby, I imagine, if he's still awake, he will jump over. Hello, Santa. How you doing? So that's the basic gist of it. So he's supposed to be back this morning. I laid it out with him last night, so I imagine he's going to write a list up of what we need for steel and concrete and block and everything, all that stuff. And we're going to put a window in the front of it too. So that's going to be interesting. I've never done that before, so I'll have to look at some YouTube videos. There's some koi guys that I follow that have built ponds just recently, within the last year, and both of them have windows in it, so I can go back and look at their build and see exactly how it is. Basically, we just got to build a little, area for the glass to sit on, and then all you do is just silicone it and slap it in, because basically all the water pressure's on the inside. So as long as it leaks, it's not going to want to fall back into the pond. So I have to figure out how to do that, and that'll be interesting. You got to go find a place. There's a glass place right in town that I've drove by, so I'll have to see. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's Cobus walking to me. All right, Cobus. Thanks for always jumping in. Cobus is a good one. He likes to support the channel, and it's well appreciated, Cobus. A little short. We did go over and give the TV, and I kind of, like I said, I really didn't want to spotlight that stuff anymore and do a whole video, but I wanted you guys to know what it was, and I wanted it to come out in the video that the TV was from me and my wife and GottoLoveThailand YouTube, channel, because everything that you guys put in, the $2, the $3, the $5, whatever comes in, it all goes to my wife. She gets to do what she wants to help the Thai people, and she's picked the schools. We are going to start looking into into the kids, the kids that are need to be adopted or whatever. We're going to check into that a little bit too, and I leave it up to her. She loves to do that. It puts a smile on her face, which always makes me happy. And like I said, it doesn't go that I'm not getting anything out of this. Watching my wife smile and help Thai people that she thought she could never help is all I need. No, one bot. This one, yeah, one bot. My wife got it for me for her first year anniversary, I think. Yeah, first year anniversary. And then I was cheap. I only got her a half a bot and a necklace. But we're gonna start. I want to start buying half a bot. Gold's down uh, a little bit, not much, but boy, the bot 37.6. Anybody pop up? Is Jake? Hey, why are you tripping? How's it going, brother? Um, hey, Johnny. 37 point something, 37.4. Um, I know I got to bring money in within the next couple of weeks for next month. I like to wait until the month so that I show it, because I didn't move money over here. I show I take in, you guys know, over 100,000 each month. So I that's the way I show it when I do my visa. So I have to wait, until that month. Really, the way that it reads, and again, we're talking about Thailand. Hey, Mama, how you doing? Um, is it has to total that. So if you put in, you know, 300,000 one month, 100,000 and 30,000 each, as long as it adds up to that 800,000 over a year. But you have to realize again that when you go into the office, it's whatever that, immigration officer wants. He can make up whatever he wants. Doesn't matter. There are set the way it's supposed to be, but they're allowed to do whatever they want, which is fine. Like I said, most of the time, I've been an idiot in my life, but you treat them nice and yes sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, and they'll bend over backwards, especially when you're a foreigner, and you're being kind to them, and they appreciate it. At least is what I've found. So I don't show that. So, but I like to keep it in the month. That way, there's no questions, and I don't have to worry about anything. Hey, Waza, how you doing? I was just thinking about you the other day that I hadn't seen you in a while. It has been a while. Glad you could come by. Hey, Nanette, how are you? Another YouTube uh, from the Philippines. Great content, fun, good. Keep your mind off of things and relax a little bit and listen to them sing. That's the ones you want to be. Let's see. Marriage visa, 400 joint bank. Yeah, 400 for marriage, and I've got a retirement, so mine's 800. If they change the law and I don't want to bring in more than 100, because I've got a number that I want to keep in, not a budget, I guess it would be called. If they change it to 1.2 and 6, which they talked about, but I don't think they ever will, then maybe things would be a little bit different. But like I said, the people that I'm still under the thing, if you can move and retire and come to Thailand, at least come here, check it out. I guarantee you come here for 6 months, you're probably going to stay here. There's just especially with the way the bot is right now to the US dollar anyway. And I'm talking about most of the people from the United States, because if you've got the 800 to put in the bank, or 400 if you're married, you're just your Social Security. And I go by the norm, which is about 1650. You can have a good life here in Thailand, and in the United States. Unless you want to live in some of the crappiest areas in the United States, you're not going to find anything. You're not going to even find a nice 1-bedroom apartment, at least in California, for that amount of money. 16 is going to cost you 15, so you got $150 a month. So you forget about internet, forget about food. Anyway, you get to my drift. It's definitely the place to be, at least for me anyway. And like I said, I'm almost positive 99% of the people that are not going to retire in their own country and they're going to go retire somewhere, come to Thailand 3 to 6 months. I don't think you'll leave. You can go, everything's right here. You want to go visit Laos, you want to go visit Cambodia, every place is, a lot of Southeast Asia and the Philippines, and even Australia is not far to travel around and out of. Besides, it's going to take you 2, 3, 4, 5 years just to visit all the nice places in Thailand. It's a good hub, I think, and it's got places for everybody on the water. A lot of people, tourists, little people, no tourists. Isan, the middle of rice paddies, whatever you want, even in the mountains and stuff like that, you can find it here. So I can't talk enough. I mean, by the name of the channel, you gotta love Thailand, man. It's a great place. Let's see, did I miss anything? If I did, put it back up. I know everybody's just saying hello. I'm hoping to be there by November. Cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't say enough about it. I could talk about Thailand and living here for 10 hours straight, and the reasons why. And one of them is the exchange rate now, and what you can get. Like I said, if you're watching Joe, and I know if you're on this channel, you watch Gift and Joe channel and Chuck's No Time to Be Sad and Paige's channel and James's. But in Joe's Reese's one and Chuck's, there's Mike and his wife are getting a place right up the street from Joe's for under $200 a month, a 2-bedroom. Granted, it doesn't have it has furniture in it, and they're going to have to put in probably an air conditioner, and I would, and paint the place, and I would, if they're going to stay there a while, I'd make it a little bit more appealing for me. The kitchen's a little light on cabinets and stuff like that, but you can buy all that stuff. But the bottom line is, when you're on a budget, $198 a month. I mean, come on, where are you going to go for that kind of? And I don't know, they could walk to the beach if they wanted to, or on the scooter. I think it probably a whole minute and a half. I don't know. It's real close. So you kind of you got to come here and check it out if you're thinking about retiring here. It's got to be at least a stop, and I would stay at least 3 months. You stay 3 to 6 months, you can get a little bit better break on a semi long term rental. I came for 2 weeks. In that 2 weeks, I knew exactly that this was the place. Went back home. Was supposed to wait 2 months. Waited a week. Loaded up 2 big suitcases, my carry-on, and a backpack, and that's all I brought here, and been here for 4 years. So let's see. What was it? November 15, I arrived back. I'm still struggling with do it now and move, or hold on for 2 more. Where I have retired, when I have to retire. There is no right answer, but I would like to already be retired now. My answer is, if you can retire 2 minutes earlier than you think you can retire, I would retire. Nothing's guaranteed in this life. I could drop dead right now of a heart attack, not a doubt, and people would look at the fat bastard, finally did it, and whatever. But I don't know, Waz. It's a no-brainer for me. I mean, if I retired at 50, right? 50, a little bit right around there. I can't ever remember. But no regrets. I mean, everything worked out great for me. If you're watching and you don't know my story, you can go into I think it's on my channel under, what is it under? I don't know. There's Joe's video of when it all started and what happened to me, and how I was in the hospital, and how my wife passed away and all that kind of stuff. You can get all that on there. But it was a no-brainer. Now, I haven't been a million places, but I've been to Costa Rica and I've been to some, and I just don't see any place being better than here, especially with the government and stuff. Some people are pointing to Vietnam and stuff like that, but I don't know. I got a semi bad taste in my mouth about Vietnam, but and the government wise, I'm not real excited about. Is the government here the best in the world? By no means, no. Is it average and perfectly acceptable? Yes, to me it is, compared to ours, which is really a sad thing to say. Let's see. I'm Canadian, but my online income is in U.S. Oh, that's perfect then. Yeah, I don't know, man. I know you said you're coming in November, so, uh, but it God, it's just such a no-brainer for me when I think about it. And people, and I want to be the exact opposite because I'm a selfish bastard, as you know. I don't want anybody here. I want to walk on the beaches with and not see anybody. And I could tell her, oh, it's the most horrible place in the world. Please don't come here. You'll hate it. I just can't do it. Even though I am selfish, I can't do it. Yes, Tom's here. Good morning to everyone, of course. I'm having what? Chicken noodle. Do you have the chicken feet in it too, Tom, or was that just a one-time deal? I went to the place I took you to for noodles. We went there last night after we got done dropping off the TV. Just me and the wife went over there, and of course we brought back noodles for mom and dad. That's a given. And I got an aunt and a cousin, and the cousin's child are coming tomorrow from Ubon. I guess I forget the name, and don't crucify me, but it's the Thai deal where you give to the people that have passed and you do the food. I did a video on it. We did it for mom and dad's last year, but now because they're here, we're going to do it here, and the people from Ubon are going to come and we'll do it. And I'm going to take them out to that real nice barbecue place that has all the beef and all that stuff that night, all of them, just for the heck of it. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? Retirement state of mind until you make the move. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been thinking about it since I was 12. When I, excuse me, in Bass Lake, watched my uncles, both of them, their 3 weeks that they got a year, we spent in Bass Lake, and I looked at that and said, Unc, what will you this working thing? I'm 12. This working thing, how does that? Oh, you bust your ass all year, and then you get your vacation, and that's when we come here. And I go, so let me get this straight. You work all year and bust your balls, and then for 3 weeks, right? For 3 weeks. Yeah, and they didn't retire until they did retire semi-late. I want to say 60s, I guess, maybe a little earlier. My uncles were in the restaurant. My one uncle was in the restaurant business, but it didn't take much for me to know that isn't what I wanted. I wanted my 3, 4, 5 weeks working when I was working, but I wanted to retire as soon as I could, and that's what I did. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm the wrong person to ask you should work as long as you possibly can. And you're not going to hear. If you hear that out of my mouth, it's an outright lie. But if I miss something, guys, go ahead and put it back up. I can tell I'm really behind. Costa Rica, Belize, Caymans, Vietnam, Philippines, Mexico, Cambodia. No, I'm going to retire in Thailand. Yeah, I mean, that's it's easy for me. Easy for me. Hey, David, how you doing? I've traveled to most Asian countries. Thailand definitely top three. Japan, Singapore, Thailand. The first two. Yeah, and I've never been to Japan or Singapore, but I've heard they're extremely pricey. But we'll definitely go and see them. They're on the list. So as when I get my passport back, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, all of them around here. I want to go to the Philippines too. So it'll be fun. Let's see. God, I'm behind. How did I get so far behind? It'll be that I'm rambling. It's a great, what? What did Johnny say? Like sheep is saying, it doesn't matter. It's great. Words here. And Jay East, I miss Jay. Hey, what's up, Jay? How you doing? Um, oh, good. Be better when I see Mark tomorrow. Yeah, no kid. And I will. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Just saw you. Um, I'm gonna try. I'll let you guys know well ahead of time, but maybe next week. I don't know. It's just gonna be like a 3-day deal. Sorry, I have my. You can hear. Unbelievable. And I gotta ask my wife when she comes in there. We were driving when we went to get to the pick up the fish at the bus station. She stopped by this place that she knew of, and they didn't have any there. But these are coming. The people bottle them in their own bottles, fresh squeezed, pulp included, best tasting orange juice, real orange juice, not like orange drink or whatever you get. Real oranges squeezed by these people. My wife bought like 40 bottles, and then we gave them out. One of her girlfriends, we found out, that actually went with her when she needed to go in the hospital and sit there when they did the first biopsy. And just great people, these people at her work. They're her second family. Had gotten COVID. And I said, when did she find out? She said, yesterday. So we brought her a bottle of honey that we had and that Lipton tea, because when we had my daughter, the oldest, in prison, and one of the other workers, the honey, a little bit of Manal, a little bit of lemon, and the Lipton tea, my daughter said was better than any of the drugs and stuff that the doctor had given her. She got the best relief for her throat and the way that she felt from drinking that hot tea. So we brought over. I ordered. I don't know, 6 or 10 of the Lipton tea, because I was going to make sun tea, which I never got around to. But it we dropped that, a box of the Lipton tea, a full big bottle of honey, and 10 bottles of the orange juice, and the orange juice is phenomenal. I'm saying that just to piss you off, because you can't get it but here in Surin. Well, you probably can, but okay. What did I miss? Hello to you. Glad that you could make it. Good to see you. Everybody's saying hi, of course. I'm no, and I'm sort of caught up, but I'm sure I missed a bunch of them. You know me, when I'm not that good at following, and I can't see that great. I think I need new glasses also. But yeah, so it was fun yesterday. I hope you guys got to see the little short. If not, take a look at it. I did throw it in there saying it was for me and my wife and the people that got to Love Thailand YouTube, so that they know. And like I said, doesn't matter what it is, it all helps. We still have um, some to give. They need 4 more televisions. He told me. He uh, he said that they want to expand their teaching deal. Not something that he needs right away. So I'll definitely keep it in mind. And they were, I want to say it was 11,000, I think, for that 55-inch that we got. My wife got it, I think, from Shopee. I think. Anyway, just so you know, so the stuff that when you guys do give the $2, the whatever it is, it all adds up, and it all makes my wife smile, which in turn makes me happy, and the people of Thailand get to benefit from it. What was I know the feeling? What did I miss? Hello, Mark. One day right into another day. Yeah, it. I don't know, man. Like I said, hey Robert, how you doing? Good to see you. Run down a couple of weeks heading to southern Missouri. New place is complete after that. Not really sure. I thought you were coming this way in the end of the year, Robert, back to Vietnam or to Thailand. I'd like to know too, because I want to meet up with Robert. I still haven't had the pleasure of meeting him. So, and I want to see Mark again. So I will be heading over that way. I'm sure that Meow and Jim will probably be over in that area. course, I don't know if James and them will be there. They could be traveling. Mitch could be traveling too. But there's a lot of people over there that I can see. So I want to get over that way. And what was Black Sheep saying? Question: how's the weight loss program? I haven't really weighed myself yet. I gotta find the scale. The gym is starting up. We didn't get to go yesterday. I really wanted to. We'll probably go today, but I'm hoping to start the gym at the latest on Monday. And the knee is going to be second part. There's a plan to get both done or just one at a time. I'm not going to go through. I'd like to get them both done because I know after the pain that I go through for the one knee, it's kind of like they tell you if you're going to have one wisdom tooth pulled, have them all pulled at the same time because you won't go back and get them done. But I'm going to have one done and I'll have to go back and have the other one. Dave talking about AFL grand final tomorrow. Hope you get a chance to watch. I don't know if I will or not. We'll have to see what happens. I don't think I think the family's going to be here. I think that we'll be doing that whatever. I wish my wife was here. I'd get the correct name of the. I don't know if it's a holiday, whatever it is that day where you give to them the food and you put it. I don't know. I had a video on it what we did last year, but it's nice. It's a good thing. I love the way my wife's life is. And I don't know much about the Buddhism or the Buddhist deal, except that they don't like killing things, which can't be a bad thing, right? But I don't know how that religion works. I should though. Hey James, how you doing? Dun, dun. Oops, fat fingers. What did you put? Oh, you okay? I see. So you had fat fingers. So anyway, I'm hoping to get over there. I'll let Tom and Mark. I'll let you guys know. It'll probably be a 3-day deal. I'll blast out of here in the morning and then stay 2 days and then come back. So it'll probably be a 4-day thing for me. Last question. No, I actually took the tent out of the back of the truck because we needed to use it for something. Everything else is packed. It's not much. I think it took me over an hour where I told you where I tried to film it with my 70D and I screwed the whole thing up. I should have just filled it with my 10 and I wouldn't have had a problem, or my 9, I wouldn't have had a problem. But it's easy. It took me like an hour and something and I didn't know what to do. And then I thought about it by myself. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but maybe 30 minutes or less, 20 minutes to put it on. So I'm hoping to get that done too, but I've kind of kicked that back. It's been raining like a son of a gun here. So not that that's a big deterrent. I've got enough time. Like right now, I look outside. So to get over there and put the tarp up probably takes about 15 minutes. And once the tarp's up, I can pull the truck underneath it and put the tent and everything. And even if it's raining, it won't be a problem. So it's coming soon. And I like the camping videos, as you know. So I want to make sure it gets done. And it'll come out. And that one did good. I mean, like I don't get a bunch of views on my videos. Probably because I don't do them that often, but I will start doing more and more. A lot of them probably going to be about any of the stuff going on here. So probably going to be related to the pool or the koi or whatever, but it'll still be entertaining, I'm sure. But the ones with the camping ones I've always liked. In fact, right before I came on here, I was watching a couple of people. They're vloggers that on YouTube, and they go camping on their motorcycle, like I've done a couple of times. But I went on theirs. They did a premiere beforehand, and it's interesting stuff, good stuff. I like the camping stuff, solo, moto, whatever it is. I'm big on that. What did thanks, Ron. I appreciate it. Is Gator back? I don't know. Did he leave? I didn't know if he left or not. Did somebody put up what? Oh, God, I almost kicked us out of Did anybody put up what the bot was? Is it 37 point something? Well, I've got it right here. My wife gave me a new app. And it gives the price of gold too. Gold now. 37.3. No, yeah, 37.3. And gold is at 29.5 basically. And when I bought the last gold, whatever it was, 3 weeks ago, my wife's birthday, month ago, it was 30, 30.1 something. So it went down a little bit actually. 37.52. Wow. Yeah, it's looking good, man. I know that they said somebody was going to come on. The government was going to come on and try to explain what the hell was going on with the bot. I still don't understand how the dollar's staying this strong. Somebody's pulling something, but hey, fine with me. I want to see it close to 40, but it's probably not good for the Thai people. So I don't know if I do want that, but it's a lot better than when I came here. I'm trying to think of what it was when, was it 29? What was the bot 4 years ago? Anybody know? Um, I want to say 29. I don't even know if it was 30. It might have been 30. But I know it's a big difference for me. I get 1 bot under whatever they're saying. So through Chase, if I was to go on there right now and I was to go off of this figure, they would give me 36.52. And if I bring over 5,000 or more, they don't charge me anything. Not that they charge me much; they charge me $5 to bring over anything under 5,000. I got no problem with Chase. Everybody said, "Well, you can get better rates with Wise or whatever," and I tried that, and I just didn't have luck with them. Them or that other bank, I can't remember the one, Charles Schwab. I opened accounts with both of them, and both of them closed me down 2 weeks after I opened them, and never could get a reason for it. Don't know. And I just transferred, got 37 surcharge. But yeah, that's right. I want to think it was like 30 when I first got here, and I thought that was pretty good, you know. So this 37 is, and like I said, it can't be great for them, but it's good for us. But you know what? Everybody else's is the same, right? The UK and Australia and the euro and all that stuff. It hasn't changed much, right? There, you guys are getting the same thing you were a year ago or whatever. I think, unless you guys can enlighten me. In 2019, it was 31.7. Yeah, and I got here 2018. Or well, the end of 2018. So yeah, that sounds about right. And it went up and down a little bit then, but it never varied that much from there for quite a while that I could remember. Didn't really make a difference to me. I mean, I see it in the one because when I go in and I pop in, the 5,000 was 178,000 baht, and just in the last week or whatever, when I punched the 5,000 in again through Chase, it was 182 something. So 3,000 baht. So what is that? 36, 90, $100, something like that. Not bad. And like I said, it all depends on, you know, what your situation is, whether what's relative to a lot of money. Like I said, for the half of a bot that I could get, you know, having to change, I've never had a problem with Trace transferring money. If I do it during the week on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, I get it in a day, maybe 2 days. If I do it on a Friday, I'd maybe 4 days, which I'm never in that big of a pickle where, oh my God, I need money tomorrow. So it's been 4 years. Bangkok Bank there's never been a glitch. Everything has always went through with no problem. Paid off family debt at 54 in the 90s when certain currency market in Southeast Asia. Yeah, I and when are, you coming, Jake? Do you actually have a date? I know Jake's been busier than what is it, a one-armed paper wallpaper hanger, whatever. But he's been busy. He's been running all over, getting ready to come here already. And I know you stated before that you're used to going back and forth, and now all of a sudden, when you're coming here, you can't get enough. There's not enough time in the day, right? Um, so I'm having chicken noodle. I had rice soup brought to me this morning. My mother-in-law made, which I don't think is the best thing for me losing weight. I She just goes ahead and makes it, and then I feel bad if I don't say so. I got to have my wife tell her that no, I'm gonna try to eat better. Maybe just a couple scrambled eggs and some sliced tomatoes for breakfast, and maybe a glass of orange juice, which probably isn't the best in the world either. I'm keeping my money safe as I fear the global economy crash. Yeah, I don't know, man. Some of the stuff gets kind of scary. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the States anymore, so I don't know what to think or what to do about stuff here. The only thing that I have decided on, and I've always had it. I know Tom's a Thailand Digital Nomad's a big advocate of gold or metals, silver, whatever, platinum, um, of buying so much gold every month, and having that because that stuff's never going to go anywhere. You got that in your hand, and you can pretty much do what you want. And if you got the ganja, thing goes good for here. You got. I always thought about it when I was in the States. It was, hey, this is good, better than currency. People are still going to want to get high or feel better or cure their ailments. So if you got a bunch of gold and a bunch of ganja, and everything goes to crap, you still got a way to barter stuff. So. Um, Jake's saying we're coming. Oh, mid-October, okay, and staying through the third week of November. Are any plans of you cutting out of there for a few days towards Pattaya, or are you going to stay in the village for the whole time? I know you were kind of debating on what was going to happen with that. Is that what it is? A one-arm paper hanger. That's it. Ron's got it. Just a quick mention, shout out if you're in John TM area, go stay at resort. Fabulous stuff. Okay, I will check that out because I haven't gotten any place over there, Jay. So I'll check that out. I haven't. I did secure the place when I go Christmas for the 3 days, but I haven't for when I go over to visit with everybody yet. So I will definitely check that out. Here, Jack. I'll email you that one. Okay, there you go. He's going to see me, right? Are you close to where Tom's going to be, Ron? I'm imagining you are. Don't worry, just trying my math from your earlier post. There's Mark. Travel note. Keep your boarding pass and passes. Immigration wants to see him. Yeah, I know. Did you have any other any problems coming in, Mark, that could enlighten people that are traveling from Australia to Thailand? Hey, Bruce. Hey, Sassy May. How are you? Glad you could come by. Oh, hell yeah, Ron. And Fred's. I'm on the road. I'm going to start to do it, Ron and Uncle. Yeah, there you go. They're both close to you. That'll be awesome. Maybe I'll come that way. If you're not going to come towards John TM, I'll come over and meet with Craig and Ron also. It's not that far. What is it? Well, probably a 2-day trip for me if I don't want to push things. Definitely, if I come on the Forza, I would definitely do that. Coming to your town. That's right. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll come that way. What do we got? October, and you're going to be here till when? Did you say? First or second week of November, I think. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I need to travel anyway, man. need to get out of here. Even though I got a bunch of stuff going on, or will. No, it was straight through. I didn't have the paper boarding pass, but I did have it on my phone. Yeah, I would imagine keep everything. But they did say something. I saw Tiger, the old guy that used to forget his name, Tim, that Thailand don't care whether you got COVID or not. Come on. So anybody that wants to travel, supposedly, they said it won't be cast in stone until it goes into the Gazette. But they don't care, COVID or no COVID, come to Thailand, and that's the way it should be. Whether you got a cold or you got the flu, put the mask on, and what do you do? Stop living? It's just a cold or the flu to me now, and they say it could be dangerous for people like me, older, got diabetes, or the only thing I don't do now is I don't smoke anymore. But otherwise, I think I have everything that they say would be bad for me to catch COVID, but I don't know. It's nothing as far as I'm concerned. Thanks, Ron. I definitely got to come that way, especially if Gator's going to be here. If you guys schedule something or put a day together that you're all going to go out to dinner or lunch or something, by all means, shoot me something and let me know, and maybe I'll try to come that way for a day. Hey, waiters, how you doing? I'm glad you're well, and you're going to be here January, I think, coming back to Thailand for a visit. Um, didn't show anything check-in either, just my passport. Yeah, supposedly they don't care. Vaccinated, unvaccinated, you gotta, whatever. They don't care. I got that passport thing that shows my 2 Pfizers, I think. And did I get a booster? Yeah, and I got the Moderna, which made me sicker than a dog. For the first time, I felt like crap. The first 2 Pfizers were nothing. That Moderna really kicked me in the teeth. Effective August 1st, visa exempt increases. Yeah, from 30 to 45 days. And then I think on arrivals are 30 days. I can't remember. They said it both too. Maybe Jay. And again, anything you guys hear, make sure you check with the government. But that's what I heard about. Just come, and they need people to come here. Most of the people, I think they said, were coming. A lot of people were coming from India now, and I'm sure China's going to start flooding in sooner or later. Especially if they can just come in, and if they put that. I never heard anything more about the visa, that if if you're rich and you buy a bunch of stuff and you can actually have some land in your name. And everybody said, well, for that kind of money, who the hell's gonna be afford to do that? And China, they'll buy up as much land as they can get, no matter what, as far as I'm concerned. Again, my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. Let's see. I don't have time. I want to come to John Tam to meet you, Mitch, Tom, Greeny, Alex, Dan. Yeah, and we'll probably all put that together. Me, you, Mitch, and whatever will get together, and I'll do that too. But if you guys, like, before you come there, if you guys set up where you guys are going to go out for dinner, I might jam up there, and then I'll drive from there down to John Tam, and we'll do this. Do that. So maybe we can combine it all, is what I'm saying. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Hi, Dave, everyone from outside the Sydney Supreme Court, waiting for my friend whose youngest daughter is trying to get her mother's house under fraudulent circumstances when the father passed away. I'll tell you what, man. In my life, money makes people do weird things. I seen it with family, everything. One of my best friends' grandmother and grandfather passed away within months of each other. One of those died of a broken heart type thing. They'd been married for 65 years or something ridiculous, and came out of the family, came out of the woodwork, and just went into that house and just started ripping stuff apart and taking taking whatever they wanted. It was really sad to see, actually. But yeah, no, that's tough. I feel for that one. Like I said, I don't know if I ever told you the story about my wife who passed, aunt and uncle, great people, had a blood child, male, and I don't know the circumstances, but it was better for them to put the house, their dream house that they built up in Seattle, in their son's name, and they put that in there, and the son informed them, well, later on, a couple of years or whatever after they had done so, that he wanted his mom and dad to move out of his house, and they did. uh, and it's amazing what some family will do, let alone people that will just want to rip you off, right? What did choose? Yeah, you choose your friends, but not your family. That's exactly right. I agree with that, and Jake does too. Hey, Moonwa, I gave your, since I got you here, excuse me, um, email address to the teacher. Uh, Here, she came last night. She actually wasn't there, my wife's best friend, when we went there. Talked to him about it for 5 minutes or so. Tried to explain it, which I said you would explain it more. And would it be okay if I, you know, uh, got his email and gave it to you? Could you get back to him? And he said yes. So I gave it to her last night. Let me know if you get an email, a strange email from somebody, claim they're from the school. But I did give it to her last night, so maybe within a couple of days. But how you doing? Good to see you. Um, no arrival form needed at the moment. It was straight through with my boarding pass also. Mark. Yeah, I from what they're saying, it's basically wide open now. So anybody that had any problem with not coming to Thailand because of the hoops they had to jump through, um, there's not even a curb you have to step up on, as far as I know. And Jay's kind of saying, and Mark just came in. When did you come in? 2 days ago, Mark? A day ago? Something. He just got here. So you're very welcome. And anything else I can do, let me know, Paul, and I will try to do. There's my wife with the dog. Baby, how much were each bottle of the orange juice? 15 baht. Okay, 15 baht, and it's a smaller bottle, but it's really good stuff. If you're ever in Surin, I'll hook you up, because the one thing in Thailand, even the Minute Maid orange juice, which isn't bad in the stores, nothing comes close to fresh squeezed or orange juice from at least the States, probably the same from the UK and Australia. But it's good stuff for 15 baht. What is that? Somebody with calculators, tell me how much 15 baht is. Because orange juice was quite. When I go out for a good breakfast, they always had shot glasses of orange juice and then a normal human size. And I want to say the things were like $3 or maybe more for the big glass of orange juice. It was always pricey. Is Andy here? I didn't see Andy. Are you still here, Andy? And there's Joe. Hey, Joe. There's Andy. Um, let's see. Here it is here. And that's how they come. They're sealed tops, and it's like a family. I think a family business, uh, and they give them. It's good stuff. I'll be ordering them every week, no doubt. So hi, Andy. Are you still see hi from? So you're still in Vietnam? Okay, cool. Andy, if you guys aren't following Andy, you guys need to follow him, at least on Instagram or whatever. He'll take you for a big tour through Vietnam if you haven't been there. When I go to Vietnam, I'll just watch Andy's pictures and pick places to go. So I wish I could have went and spent the time he's spending. He's having a good time. Everybody's just saying hello. 15 baht is 40 cents. So under a half a buck for a good orange. I'll take that every day. And like I said, she got 40, I think, and gave some to a couple of her sisters, my cousins, and we gave 10 to the lady that is a close friend of hers that went to the doctor with her, um, from TOT, and the honey and the Lipton tea. Like I said, if anybody's got that, and my daughter, another person at TOT had it, and had to stay home for whatever it was, 7 days until he tested negative. Uh, he said the same thing. The honey and the hot tea with a little bit of lemon was better than any of the drugs that the doctor was giving him to making him feel better. So I mean, it must be semi true. So try it. And if you're in Thailand, you can order the regular original Lipton tea bags right from Lasada, and they're not that expensive. I know if I ever get it, I'll be doing it. Morning, no. Hey, Brock, how you doing? Can't come and play. I'm off to get new glasses. Everyone have fun. All right, Brock, take it easy. Hello, the other David from Surin. There you go. And I hope you guys, and Joe, you got to see the short, because you were one of the contributors quite often here that makes a lot of stuff possible. Like I said, doesn't matter on the amount, and makes me always feel better. The daughter's boyfriend never worked a day in his life, and as soon as they thought they could get the dollars over 2 million states, they forged her signal. Wow, today trying. Man. Well, I hope all the best. It's crazy, man. Like I said, people do extremely weird things for that almighty dollar. But that's all I'm going to do on the stuff when the giving back, unless we have some big extraordinary something that happens for Christmas, and we get whatever, then maybe I will. But otherwise, I'm just going to put out shorts. It's easier. I just want everybody to see that it's not going someplace else. You don't see me drinking vodka and orange juice and having a good time. Someone wants and done digital nomad. I have an AIA accident insurance, which I pay $32.60 a year for. What company do you use? So you guys talking about insurance? I'm imagining. And insurance is a big thing, man. Like I said, I'm one of the ones. If you're going to come to Thailand and retire, you better have insurance. It cost me 1 million baht because I didn't have it, and I got lucky afterwards because we got married, and I'm covered under my scratching my leg. Maybe I have mosquitoes in here. Under my wife's, because TOT is now NT is a government internet company, more than internet, everything, they have television, all that stuff. Um, so I obviously she picked me up, and it's really weird because I asked her about that. I said, when you retire, because there's a bunch of people retiring, early retirement from NT TOT, and we're going to go. I think it's the end of this month. Um, do they cover you? What does it work? And she said, no. Once you retire, you don't have access to the insurance anymore, which I thought was a bummer. But that's the way it is a lot in the United States. You got to get, once you quit, you're done. Most of the time, anyway. If I didn't have my current bill, would be 34,000, and I may still going up. All right, you guys are talking amongst each other. I'm missing it. Jace, yes, I still have mine from 2017, and they see it every 90-day check-in. Yeah, and that's also on that 90-day deal. Like I said, right before the virus came out, they were talking about ending that, and I think a lot of people bitch about it. It doesn't really matter to me, except I can't remember. Like I said, I got lucky last time because I took my wife with me, but I was late, and it's right here. It takes like from hopping on my scooter in the front yard, going to the government center, going in, them printing it up, stamping it, stapling it in my passport, and coming back home, maybe a half hour total. And that's maybe 5 minutes there, 5 minutes back, maybe even less than that, 20 minutes. So it doesn't really matter to me. And you can do it online. Once you've went in once and done it in person, I believe you can do it online. But I've heard some people that have problems with it, and some people say it goes right through. So I don't know. I've never done it. Andy's saying breakfast now to check. We're going to have. All right, Andy, take it easy. Andy's having a good time. I can tell. Your mojo. I think the next solid vid we'll be doing an interview of Dave. Yeah, not some cooking. Yeah, that's right. We are going to try to. People that wanted to know a better scenario of the. I think the time that I got from the time I met Nitnoy to getting sick and then marrying and all that 1 year period or whatever, they wanted to know a little bit more about it. A lot of people were interested. So I figured Black Sheep was the actual one that, instead of me just doing a talking head straight into my camera over here and doing a video on it, it would be good to have somebody ask me the questions. And he thought Jake would be the perfect person, and I think he was right. So that'll be coming out soon. Thanks, Joe, for your towards. Thanks, Joe. I really appreciate it. Like I said, it all makes a difference, man. It doesn't take much, from what we give every month, from what you guys we get out of YouTube, and what you got. We don't get much out of YouTube, pennies, but what you guys give, it makes enough to go out and do stuff every month to do something good for Thailand. And I leave it up to my wife. It's her decision on whether it's the kids, it's the elderly, whatever she wants to do. It's up to her. It's easier that way. But thank you, Joe. You're the man. I think I'm caught up here. Also, Peter. I saw that one, right? Dave, I am 68 years old and love your outlook on life. Your podcast helps me smile and plan for future happiness. Well, I'm glad, Peter. We try to keep everything light, have a good time, and the people, like I said, the subscribers on here, it slowed down on the subscribers, but I guess it really doesn't matter. I want quality people, which I have the best as far as I'm concerned, and it'll grow. And the only reason I really want it to grow is I want to meet more people. The more the merrier, especially the caliber, all the people that watch this channel and the people that are in the chat right now are all upbeat. No drama, nothing. It like I said, I'll be doing this until it's not fun anymore, which I can't really see because the people. And then, like I said, I got to start doing something with the membership. Like I said, I want to take that money and we're going to kind of sponsor that kid. Not that it's $15 for the 22 people that are members, but I'm going to double whatever we end up with. And even if it's only that, if it's $20, that's still $40. 1,000 baht, 1,500 baht goes a long way for a 18-year-old kid. So I'm going to try to do that. But I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for just the members. And I think I'm going to give the members more daily, or maybe 3 times a week, just me sitting here with my GoPro, hey, this is what I'm doing. Have this breakfast or whatever, maybe a 5-10 minute video, and I'll start putting those out. And I'm going to try to start putting those out shortly, like within the next couple of days. And that way the members can get them. And I don't know if you want to learn more about what I do during the day. It's kind of boring, feed the fish, clean the ponds, sometimes run down to the store and back, but I'll keep them short so that, no one has to, feel obligated. Do I have to watch this 30-minute video, Dave? No, I'll make them like 3 to 5 minutes, something real quick. No intros, no nothing, just me sitting there. And I think I'll start with that, and then there'll be more perks or whatever. Somehow try to get it up for this kid to get it up. But like I said, even where it sits now at the at the 15 for the members. Even if went up to 20, that $40, that 1,000, 1,200 baht makes a difference. Thanks, Jake. I appreciate it. And the short about bringing the 5 in to go to school. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate it. But it makes a difference, man. And like I said, I don't know. Like I said, I can't say, oh, I don't get anything out of this. My wife, the smile from ear to ear when we go to these schools, from my in-laws to the kids to my wife, is payment for me. I don't care. I'll give whatever I can every month back to Thailand. And like I said, it's maybe different if you don't live here or whatever. Maybe you don't feel the same. But I think most of the people that are watching are if they're not living here, they're planning on coming and living here. So it's a good thing. It's all it's good stuff anyway. But thanks again, JD. Do a video on your bike, please. Yeah, I will. I haven't done one in a while. Maybe I'll do one on the scooter. I got to get the fours out and blow the cobwebs out of it. I haven't ran it in a while. I do want to go, like I said a couple of days ago, and I haven't contacted Chuck yet. But once he's settled in and everything, might go over there for a day on the scooter. Just take one day to go over there, spend the night, maybe hang out a little bit, and then come back. Maybe a 2-day trip for me. Something like, unless Chuck says no, please don't come. Then I won't come. I get that from the text. Yeah, it's good stuff, isn't it, Paul? I mean, I don't know, nothing better. Like when I went there, you saw that there, the kids clapping and and the TV, and they're so appreciative of anything. And we're gonna do something small. I have a little bit of money left, and I think for both schools, I've always talked about it, and we've never done it. We did the donuts and all that stuff, but the ice cream, I want to get the ice cream cart to each one of the schools, and it's not that expensive. I'll have my wife check into it, but the kids love that. The donuts and stuff. That's their favorite part, and they're all smiling from ear to ear. But they don't, and I don't know about you, Paul, but when we go to these schools, they don't see this frying white face very often, and especially one that looks like Santa Claus. They don't see that, so they're smiling already, and it's not. I've seen the kids stare, but I've never seen the stare and the look in their eyes like of fear. It's always of, God, I've never seen one of these before. That type of a stare. The people are they're the best, man. That's one of the reasons I'm here. The culture, the people, and now I'm married to my wife and my Thai family. It's awesome. I can't say enough. What is it? Mark's coming on. I've got to go. Let's see. Sorry. What did Tom say? I was driving somewhere asking about health insurance. Yeah, I know. You and Paul were talking about health insurance. And again, I mean, since they brought it up anyway, if you're coming here and you're gonna live here, get insurance. Like I said, $1 million. I could have used that $1 million. I could have bought the place next to Tom if I hadn't went into the hospital and did that 3 months. And could you imagine in your country, 2 months in ICU with a tube down my throat and a month in a private room? What would that cost in your country? It cost me $30,000. So $10,000 a month. It probably would have been $10,000 a day, at least in the US. In Australia and UK, I don't know. But is it reasonable? Yeah. Did I need to do that? No. If I'd had insurance, I'd have been, they would have taken care of it. So, and it wasn't COVID. So it was pneumonia. So they would have been covered. So I don't know. But definitely get insurance, people. An example, student with workbook. What is number 3? Smart-ass teacher. The question, student. What is the meaning of the question? Who's the smart one? Yeah, there you go. Amazing, aren't I don't know. Thai people really amaze me as far as their temperament, their Smiles. I mean, they call it the land of smiles for a reason. They didn't just grab that saying out of the air. I mean, you got to come and they don't. They're not. They want to talk to you. They want to. They want to. They want to know you. They don't. They don't shy away. I haven't done that. I haven't seen that at all. Hey, Carl, travel dude, how you doing, Carl? Um, let's see if anybody wants good company. Let me know. Jake's joking, getting from the mark. Let's see what the ugly face is. Never an ugly face for me. Joe. Sorry, need to take care of the little man. All right, that's always more important than anything. All righty. Love everybody too. Joe, you have a good one. Give me a minute. Mark's ready. In the US. Bankruptcy, yeah. Yeah, no shit, right? I mean, I couldn't even imagine. When my wife was in, when I didn't look at all the bills. I know it was over a couple of $1 million for all her treatment for the bone marrow transplant and all that. But when she had to go in a private room, when they give you all that stuff and try to kill you with the with the chemo, when you get down and you completely lose your immune system, they put you in a private room by yourself until you get up to a certain level. Then I think it was over 10,000 a day just for that room. That didn't include the nurses and the medications and the doctors and the whatever it was. And I never bothered to look at them all. I ended up throwing them all out. I know that Blue Cross Blue Shield and because what I did for both of us when she had Social Security disability also, and she was always sickly, like I've talked about her before. The I got it was called Gap Insurance at the time, and they covered everything. I think I paid $50 on one bill that they didn't cover something. Everything else was covered, so I gotta give them credit. Hey, Mark, how you doing, brother? Thailand, the Thailand
Good.
man.
Yes, Thailand. First time I've been in my wife beater for a little while. I get off the plane. My wife and daughter are there, and first thing they say is, "Why are you so white now?" I said, "Because it's been bloody winter in Australia."
That's right. Now, when you go back, when the first week of November?
No, I go back on the 2nd of October. But we've got Melbourne's famous horse race coming up on first Tuesday of November, so which is a public holiday in my state, Victoria. But the company, just as I was leaving the office the other day, said, "Oh, by the way, we're going to give you Monday off as well." So otherwise, I would have had to work on the Monday. So it'll be another very short week. So it'll only be a 3-day working week. So I'm thinking that I might fly over on Friday, last Friday in October, and then come back the following weekend. So I might be back again, but I'm only going to do it because Jake is going to be in Thailand. Otherwise,
Right.
I wouldn't come back. But because it's Jake, I'll come back. So.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's right. So you're going to be here quite a while, though, right? What is that?
Well, it's 10 days this trip. So
Yeah.
this is a trial run. This is the first time that I'll be actually working remotely for this company. I've done it before. Worked off, so I'm a digital nomad. How about that? I've done it before, but this is the first time that I'm doing it for this company. The other times that I've come back to Thailand since going back to Australia after Easter was purely for holidays. So, but now I'm going to try. I've got to go down to. We're going to go to Rayong City to IT Central. Or IT Centre. I need to buy myself a second screen because I cannot work. I cannot work with a pissy little screen like that. So I bought the computer, my company computer over. So I've got I'm talking to you on my iPhone and I'm watching the chat on a MacBook because Apple is strange. When you send me a link and I've got to, anyway. First world problems.
Most of your trips that are going to be coming back from now until when you come for good are what, 7 to 10 days?
Yeah, so look, this is as I said, my boss doesn't really care, but I want to make sure that it's going to be working for me and the company. So this will be 5 days of working remotely. So I've got my printer set up. If I need to print anything out, I'll get a second screen. So there's plenty, because all I do is basically is manage my team of I've got a couple of undergraduate engineers and a couple of site foremen and a few engineers that work out on site. It's basically managing their workload and assisting with them. So there's no reason why I couldn't. And anything that I need to sign, you do it electronically now. There's no one puts a physical signature on any documentation now. You have a link, you get a one-time code which says that you are who you are. You verify that it's Mark, and I put that on any of the documents, any of the drawings, or anything that I've designed, and that goes on, and that's fine. It's all official. So there's no reason why I can't do it from here.
Oh, good. And that gives you
Yeah.
more time to spend with your kid and your wife for a while.
Yeah. So the daughter's here. So driving back from the airport, we had a little bit of a conversation. She wants an English name. So she had, like all Thais, they have their Thai name. They have a nickname, and now she wants an English name. So we had a bit of a discussion on what she said. Well, you're my father, so what would you call me? And I'm going, well, what if your mum called you, and I can never pronounce her Thai name correctly, but Rajajura or something like that. Anyway, so I said, well, the first name that springs into mind is Rebecca. Oh, I really like Rebecca. I said, well, there you go.
It's yeah, it's strange because I went in when my wife was in the hospital. I wanted to go. She didn't want me to come down there because she didn't want me to be around all the sick people and get COVID or something. But when I found out before she went in for surgery, I said, let me know because I want to come there and I want to see her when she comes out. I want her to, to see me when she comes out. So I go down to the government hospital. Now, I'm not thinking, my mother-in-law is already there with her. I didn't take my father-in-law with me who knew where she was. But I go walking in the hospital and go up to the information desk. Hell, I don't know my wife's first name. It's Ucha. I don't know how to spell it. I don't know nothing. So the lady was nice enough. I was there for an hour before the lady said, well, I really don't know. I showed her the Facebook page. I had my phone with her pictures and everything on it. The lady said, no, I can't unless you have the full name. Well, I go, there can't be 100 people in here with the last name Clark. There's only got to be one. That would be my wife. And well, my wife didn't use in the hospital. It's her maiden name, right? So I'm thinking, I'm going, oh crap! At the end of the hour, I go, my wife's paperwork. She put everything online and copied it so that we could go to our doctor because before she got the surgery, I wanted her to go to our doctor. Is this person that's doing it a good surgeon? Because I trust my doctor. He saved my life, right? I pulled that up, and sure enough, on that paperwork, there was my wife's first and last name. And she goes, okay, let me go look. And boom, she wrote everything down, where she was and all this. But I still to this day, I can't pronounce her first name.
Well, my wife's name and her surname I've got down pat, but because in Thailand the children always take the father's name, so my daughter's Christian name is a difficult one, so we call her by her nickname, and she loves that. But her surname is also her father's surname, and that's a bit of a tongue twister as well. So, but I think she
like
wants to
Rebecca.
change it when she's legally, now she's 18, but in the eyes of the Thai law, I don't think they recognise their adulthood until they're about 20 or 21. I'm sure that there's plenty of people with a lot more knowledge than me on that. So,
and I still haven't found out everything because I wanted to. The youngest is 16, and the oldest is 18. So I wanted to find out, and I think thing. If I adopted them, would they get any benefit from me being an American or you being an Australian? Would it make a difference? Would it help them with some kind of social security, or would they get any benefit? Could they become have a dual citizenship? Could they do anything? And I haven't found it all out, but I do want to. They want to come here, and then, like I told them both, you come to the United States. I said, here,
Yeah.
I live in Thailand. But I said, they know that they can make a lot of money doing different stuff, and they're driven that way. And I said, but you got to speak English. Anything that I could get you jobs. I know people and stuff that you want to do and everything, but if you can't speak English, you're not gonna. You don't have a snowball's chance. Of doing.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, off
as
the
I
hook,
said,
how you doing?
I got off the plane at Swampy last night, and wife and daughter are there, and I'm just super impressed with the level of my daughter's English as it's just coming along. It's like when you talk to her, it's basically without an accent either. But she's
That's
a
awesome.
smart kid, and
Yeah.
kids just pick up languages. It's difficult for when you're an old fart like me. So, I could speak fluent Dutch when I was a kid, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because I had Dutch grandparents. But then, what good's
You don't
Dutch?
use it. Yeah.
No, I don't. And when I got to a teenager and I found out that there was girls and football and motorcycles
Right.
and stuff, I stopped speaking Dutch. So double
Yeah.
Dutch, I'm good
So
at.
once
I'm
I
speaking
once
double
I
Dutch.
figured it out about women, I stopped everything but women. That was it. Motorcycles, because I knew
Yeah,
that I could chase the women on my motorcycles.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, it is true. But the youngest one, the oldest, she just she's very, she does. I don't know. She's kind of, I want to say flighty, but that isn't really the true what she is. But the
Mm-hmm.
youngest, she understands more than my wife does on English. She doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
speak it very well, but she understands a lot, and she could pick it up easily. And I'm
Mm.
hoping, like, well, I know Paul Amunwa is going to do some kind of a thing and have some kind of a teaching deal. Once he gets that going, I think he's gonna come back on. I'm gonna try to see about trying to get my two daughters into learning English online, because they need it. They want to go, they want to see it anyway. But both of them really want to work. When you can go there and tell them that they could, that they can make more than 20,000 baht a month, which is kind of a good salary in Thailand,
Mm.
and you tell them you can make 10 times that amount, working in the United States, they get a little excited. They're
Yeah.
all money. I mean, they like the lifestyle that they get to live now. And I appreciate that. But they aren't like your daughter's probably the same way. They don't expect it. They are gracious. They are
Oh,
thankful that they have you and that they
absolutely,
have me.
absolutely.
It's great. It's great.
We enrolled her in Bangkok University last month, and so for because she's done really well at school, and because I promised that she would have a new laptop, so we had to order it from Apple because she didn't want the standard specifications, but she wanted a brand new MacBook with, it's better than the one. Mine's 1 year old, and like all
Right.
technology changes every year, so that's coming. She got a free set of AirPods, small talk without wires. And so her MacBook come, and I said to her, "You can stop thanking me. You can stop thanking me."
Nah, probably never happen. She'll be
Yeah,
thanking you every day for the rest of her life. And that's the way I feel about my children too.
yeah.
They do. They're gracious. I mean, it's a totally, I don't know how it is compared to Australia, but kids in the United States are, and I can't say all of them, but a good 80% of them are useless. They don't want to do anything. And what can the government give me? Do I have to work, or can they just give me money? And who's this old guy? Why don't you get out of my way? They've lost all bit of respect in the United States that I've seen,
Yeah.
compared to when you come here and they're happy to see you. And what can I get you? Do you want to sit down? Do you want to drink? Do you want something to eat? I mean, they can't do enough for you. And that's just the Thai people, I think, in general, because my wife's
Yeah.
the same way, you know.
I mean,
So
talk on the chats talking about languages. I was always amazed. I spent in my previous role, I spent a lot of time working out of Switzerland and Germany, and some in France as well, and some of the old Russian countries. But I was always surprised. The people, my colleagues that used to work out of Switzerland, spoke 5 languages, and fluently. They could chop and change between all of them. And I mean, look, Thai is difficult. I'm never going to master Thai.
It's so foreign to me. I mean, at least in Spanish, I knew a bunch of little words, and I could almost, working with some guys, I could get along. And the more that I worked with people speaking Spanish, I got kind of better at it. And I always wished that I had learned it. And that's was in school where I was, the second language that they taught mostly in high school was Spanish. You took Spanish. You had supposed to take Spanish. You have to take Spanish, but I never did because I never graduated. I just was there for the girls. I wasn't there for anything else. I didn't want to learn. Didn't want to do nothing. I wanted women. That was my mentality at 17 and 18 years old. But it is good to know.
Look, I think in the area where Tom and I live, and we frequent Pattaya and Jomtien and Banchang, you can get away with a smattering of Thai. Now, I'm no fluent Thai speaker, but I can.
See you later, Jake.
I can't hold a conversation, a sentence, but I know enough words to be polite and to ask for stuff and all the rest of it. But because we live adjacent to a major tourist centre such as Jomtien and Pattaya within 25 minutes, and Banchang is a lot of Farangs here in Banchang, a lot of Farangs. So the girls, not the girls, the Thai people in business have learnt to adapt to their, to Farangs as well, so to foreign speaking. But there's plenty of Germans and Belgians and all sorts of things. But I mean, I
don't. Like I said, I wish I knew more. I wish I knew. I wish I could learn Thai, but it's so foreign to me. It's like, the way you pronunciate one word could mean 10 different things, and it confuses me.
Take the word "my" for example, right? It's got at least 8 or 9 different meanings depending on the enunciation.
Yes.
So,
and it's hard for me to do it.
There was a funny video that I posted on my Facebook page a couple of months ago when a girl just said, my.
Exactly. I saw that.
And
Jay East is here. Say hi to Jay. Hey, Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Jay, how are you, man?
Your sound is a little funky. I don't know why.
Oh, he's on top of the world, but I don't think he sounds on. I don't.
Try speaking again.
I'm still. What's that, Dave?
Now, when you're close, I can hear you. You were breaking up a little bit, but go ahead. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah. So, no, I'm still here at the hotel. Just finishing up breakfast at the hotel here. I'm staying at in the RE district of Bangkok.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know you were here.
Yeah,
that's how much I know.
Kind of similar to Mark in timing. I arrived last Friday.
Cool.
And smooth sailing all the way through, and no restrictions at all. No administration.
I hear it's easy. You're gonna go into John T.M. Pateri and meet up with Mark. I mean, with Mark and them.
Yeah, we so Friday when I got here, I stayed a little more down near the Chitlom area, and then from there for a couple of days just to kind of get over the travel, the 24-hour travel, time.
And isn't your friend, or I don't know what to call, girlfriend, whatever, in Bangkok?
Yeah, she lives in Bangkok here. She works at a hospital here, not far from actually where I'm staying, which is kind of why we decided to stay here at in this area this time around. But so anyway, we decided we were going to go and kind of relax at a resort and she had booked, so we stayed in Nha Jam Tien at the Ravindra Resort. Phenomenal resort. I highly recommend, anyone that's going to be in the Jam Tien, Pattaya, Bangcham area,
Yeah, I should
recommend
do you have
staying. It had like a Bali type.
anybody have the link for that? Do you have the link for it, Jay?
It's on Agoda, but I'll put the name of the resort in the chat when I drop it.
Okay, cool.
But
because I'm going to be coming there, so
Sorry.
I'm going to be
Sorry,
coming there,
Jay.
so I might.
Yeah.
What's that?
Sorry, Jay, if you're staying in the Banchang area, there's only one resort that I will endorse, and that is the Hideaway.
There you go.
A good friend of Tom and mine. So, Tom, I'm sure if you're still there, he'll put the link up for the Hideaway. Absolutely phenomenal. Great people.
As well. So next time I'll get down that way. And but what was nice is there was a restaurant literally across the road, an Italian restaurant across the road from the resort. And so I've been in contact with Tom, before arriving, and so I had the pleasure of meeting up with Tom and his wife and daughter, having some dinner there, and just fantastic
Cool.
time. And
yeah, good people.
Nice
Good
restaurant. Great pasta. Great meal over there. So here we are in Thailand eating Italian food. It's a little crazy, right? But it was, but international food scene galore for sure. And I'm really enjoying the Ari area. A little bit different experience here. It's definitely like I would call it somewhat of a government corridor. Has a lot of the headquarters for a lot of the government agencies in this area. Certainly a lot of hospitals in this area. A lot of great food all up and down all the soys here. So it's
the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that I miss, man. Here in Surin, we just don't have. We've got a lot of good Thai food. Don't get me wrong, Isan, great food that way. But the stuff that you guys have in Bangkok and Pattaya and Jantiem area, we don't have it. The closest thing we got to fast food is KFC. Yeah. We don't have Burger King. We don't have McDonald's. We don't have Taco. So even on the fast food front, we don't have any. But no good Mexican restaurants. That's my biggest thing.
Amazon Cafe and a 7-Eleven right downstairs. So what more do I need? But
yeah, for sure.
Plenty of other things just down the street here. And
hey, Baldy.
Yeah, I think Tom was asking me if I'm going to be back down towards Jomtien, and I think it'll be the first to middle of next week. I'll be making our way back down that way for a day or so.
Next week?
See you. And
you know what? Let me know when you're going to come towards that area, because I've been threatening for 2-3 weeks now to come when Mark came back to come over that area for 3 days. So if you guys come to a day that you're going to be there, let me know, and maybe next week I'll blast over to that area for 3 days or something.
You may know in Thailand, you stay flexible with the plans, but absolutely, if we can get that firmed up,
let me know.
Head that way, then absolutely, So I'll check in with the missus and make sure that's what we're going to do, and we'll be good. But I think tomorrow being Saturday, it's all Saturday, Sunday. So tomorrow, I think we're heading to Ayutthaya, and then gonna go spend a little time relaxing along the Chao Phraya River here in Bangkok, because it's obviously very
sounds
nice.
Good, Jay. Sounds good.
Yeah, Tom also put up the link to that.
Excellent. Great. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Like Bali-like feel to it, in my mind, and the staff and the facilities there just it's top notch. So I would highly recommend giving it a go if you're going to be in the area there. So, yep.
Where you say hi to Jam, Meow, and Jim. How you doing? But where are you going to be, Meow, for till October 2nd? Are you going to be in where? I didn't catch everything there.
Where is Jam now? Is Jam up in Udon Thani?
She said, no, I think she's back because right here she says we're we're on our way to Ratchenbury. Am I saying that right?
Okay.
It's on the
Ratchenberg.
screen. Yeah. Where's that? Because I'm not too good on Thailand. Is that close to Pate? I don't know where it is. Where's it at, Jam? Let's see. What does she say? We will be there. J.E.'s. We should get together in Bangkok. Oh, I guess she's.
You guys are going to be in Bangkok for a few more days, Jam. Let me know. I guess I don't know how I could share my line with you guys. You know, I don't know how I could do that. If I put it in the chat, I guess.
Yeah, I would to highly recommend Meow and Jim. Great people. I had the pleasure of meeting them. Yeah,
absolutely.
Great people. Yeah. And that's what's good about that. That's what I like the most about this channel is everybody gets to meet and have a good time. That's all it's all about.
It's funny. We were on the elevator. You know, she's getting ready to head off to the hospital, to her office at the hospital, and so saw her off this morning, and then there's a gentleman in the elevator, and, you know, struck up a conversation, found out he's from the U.S. as well. And, you know, he just got here, I think, yesterday with his partner. And he said, hey, do you know where I can get a SIM card? You know, I actually felt kind of good because I actually knew where to go to help him get us.
Now, Jim or Meow put up her line ID.
Okay.
It's on the screen now. So,
Jam, I'll reach out. Absolutely, I'll reach out.
But yeah, where are you going to be, Meow? You going to be in John TM next week or no? You're going to be in that Ratchenberry. What did I say that right? I'm not saying it right. He said you're going to be there until the next meetup on the second, which Tom is saying is the 1st of October. But maybe what's the date? I don't know. I got to figure it out. But if you guys are going out, Jay, if you guys are going to next week, let me know if you can. I know the way things change. Let me know, and if I can, I'll jam out for maybe a 3-day jaunt. I'll check out this hotel, and see what that's all about. Like a nice place to relax. Of course, my wife will say it's probably expensive.
In Thailand for this time around.
Because last time you were here, you met with Mitch, and I didn't get over there. You guys went to the Wombat or whatever, right? I think.
Oh yeah, that was just more of a quick meetup, but
was it?
And then I met Tom and Fantastic and team, you know.
Right.
It was
yes.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, definitely do that. I would be game for that if you're going to be over there. The more the merrier. Hopefully Mitch will be around, and I know Tom will be there. Hopefully Mark. I hate putting Mark out because I know how much he probably wants to be with his wife and his kids. So I feel like I'm robbing time from if I go there. But I know for a lunch, it probably isn't a big giant deal. But
no, well, daughter's only staying for this weekend, and then I think she's going to grab taxi or a Bolt back to Rayong, back to school, back to college. So yeah, no, that's all good. I'm going to be working till about 1 p.m. Thai time, which is about 4 o'clock Australia time, and then knock off.
Cool. Hey Grace, how you doing? There's Logan. I can't do that, but down there, if you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to Going Grays. You won't be disappointed. Good videos, good man, good banner, dude.
Except it was U.S. time, and so I had to work the other day, like midnight until like 4:30 in the morning for a bit, you know. So I would be on U.S. time for a minute, you know. But other than that, it's been pretty nice just to not have to fire up the old laptop, and, you know.
Yeah, it's really weird for me because when I first started coming here, I would go back to the U.S. when I first I was on a tourist visa, so I would go back every 3 months and get it. I said it before. My mom lives in Los Angeles. I go drop off my passport. One day I get it back, and I'm ready to go. But I would stay for 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't had any jet lag or anything. It'll be 3 years since I've been there. So when I do go, but I'm not going to go. I got to call her too. She's not going to. I said this the other day, and I still haven't called her. She doesn't know that. She thinks I'm coming the end of this, the last week of October, first week of November, but I'm not going to be able to do it. I won't have everything put together. So I'm going to tell her it's going to be after the first year. So, but I haven't had to deal with any kind of jet lag or. Do you get much, Mark? I know.
No, because it's only 3 hours time difference. So and I don't fly this way. I fly straight up. So and I don't suffer from jet lag. And so, but you know what? After a couple of months, last 6 weeks working back in Australia and then come back by 9:30 of a night time here when we sit down to have dinner last night, it's 12:30 in my mind because I'm still on Australia time. So straight after dinner, I said, I'm going to bed, and went to bed and cracked within 2 seconds. So, but then because I wake up at like 5 o'clock this morning because my brain says it's 8 o'clock in the morning. So,
right.
Yeah.
The jet lag doesn't really affect me when I'm coming here, Dave. It's the schedule. That I fly. I leave from midnight in the States, so that's good for the brain. You're going to sleep on the plane. Arrived in Taiwan, and it was 5 in the morning when I landed in Taiwan. So that's good. Again, good for the brain, because it's morning time. Then a couple hours, I think it was like a 2.5 hour layover, which is nice, not too long.
Right.
And then on the last leg, it was only 3 hours or so, I think, to get from Taiwan to Bangkok. And got here at 11 in the morning, so that was good. And
it really hit me hard, man. When I was doing it there, I couldn't.
It's going to be a little twisted, from your jet lag for about 3-4 days, but I would go
for 3 weeks, and that whole 3 weeks it would be totally screwed up on when I'm supposed to sleep and not. And by the time I'd really think about maybe, knowing what time it was, I was on a plane and coming back to Thailand, and then 3 months later I was still screwed up time wise, and then I'm coming back to the States again. So, and that's going to be my plan. Once I get going there, it's going to be every 4 months for 2 weeks. I'll be going back to see it till I get where I don't want to be bothered with sitting in a tunnel for 20 hours. But that will be a while, I think. I'm getting old, but I'm thinking until I get in for at least the next 10 years, if I live that long, I don't think I'll have a problem with going back and doing that. And I like to see my friends, and it's been 3 years now. And like I said, I have a granddaughter that was born when I was in the hospital with a tube down my throat that I still haven't touched. I've seen her, but I haven't held her or anything. Or she knows kind of who Santa Claus is, but not much. But I don't know. It's hard, man. That's the biggest thing for me is, like I said, I never really thought about when I was getting ready to retire that my parents or my mother or my family was going to have an influence on or grandkids or whatever until I came. And now I'm finding out, people that see their grandkids every day, they're not going to retire anyplace but where they're at, and people that have sickly parents, that they're going to have a hard time, going someplace for their end of days, as I call it, or whatever. But I've been lucky. My mom's in fairly good health, and my brother lives right around the corner. She was healthy when I left. But it's tough, and I feel for the people that can't, because, man, I'd be in Thailand if I could be any place. I'd be here, obviously, because I am, and that's what I tell people there. Let's see what Meow says. Right. This weekend we will be in.
Dave J in the chat. My body clock tells me that it's nearly 1 o'clock in Australia, and I haven't had breakfast or lunch. I haven't had breakfast or lunch yet. So just 2 cups of coffee. So Look, Dave. Hopefully you'll make it down to down to
we'll
John
be in
Tierney
touch.
next week.
Yeah, we'll be
Get
in
back.
touch, and I'll try to do that. If you guys are going to
And
be there,
Jay,
like
you
I said,
too?
I know plans change, so you just let me know. I'm pretty open to anything. My plans don't change that drastically. So you guys put something together and tell me if you're going to be there when you can tell me, and I'll try to do it. But I don't know where Jam's going to be. But you're going to take off, Mark?
Yeah. I'm going to go and have something to eat. My stomach's grumbling, so
It's brunch time now in Thailand. Thai time. It's about 10 o'clock.
that's right. That's right. And I'm literally starving to death. So, yeah, as you can see, starving to death. All right. Cheers,
All right, brother.
everybody.
Take it easy. Have a good one, Mark.
All right. Well, Dave, I'm going to jump off as well because I'm going to go out a little bit.
Yeah.
And,
well, good. It was good talking. I'm glad you jumped on and give us your experience. And like I said, get a hold of me, and hopefully we'll meet face to face and have a soda or a beer or a hamburger or something.
For sure. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hello again. And to everybody in the chat, good to see everyone. We'll talk to everybody soon. Take care, Dave.
All right. Take it easy. See you.
All right.
All right. Let's see. What did I miss in the? Did I miss anything? And I still don't know. I'm horrible with. So you're going to be. You won't be in this weekend. You will be okay at the resort in Ratchenberry. Am I saying that right? So it might be possible, in case anybody's watching that's going to be around, that I will go to John T. M. Pateri area next week sometime. So I'll keep everybody advised on how and where I'm going, in case you want to have something. Watching from Bakersfield. How you doing, John? 59. My son is 7. My wife is 31. Yeah, you live in. Oh, you're watching from Bakersfield, so you live in Bakersfield. Kind of my stomping grounds, if you know me. I'm in Fresno. Grew up in San Fernando Valley, so I know Bakersfield. We went there to Lake Ming quite often for boat drags, and been to Bakersfield quite a few times actually. Everybody's saying hello to you. Glad you could drop in. Appreciate it. Tom saying I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, coffee. So coffee has a YouTube channel. Cool. I'll have to check it out. Let me go on my deal here, and it's easier for me to copy that from there. And also, if you guys aren't, Baldy has a YouTube channel too. By all means, if you're into family stuff, camping stuff, bicycling stuff, motorcycling stuff, climbing up mountains that I would never go up, seeing things that I probably will never see, check out Baldy. He's got a good channel. You guys will enjoy it. Anybody in Kochang? Yeah, I was supposed to be, and now I'm not going. I'm imagining you mean the Kochang by down the other side, not the. Anyway, I was supposed to be for a week, but we canceled that. The kids are gonna stay in school, which is a bummer. I was hoping to be there. Still have the hotel booked. I haven't canceled the hotel yet, so we'll see. To build a house next year in Valencia. Okay, close to. Okay, that's it. Because I was going to say in Valencia, over by Magic Mountain in the right outside San Fernando Valley. Valencia, close to in the Philippines. My wife is a square meter lot there. I bought her. Oh, cool, very cool. So you're married to a Filipina, I imagine. I'm guessing, not a hard guess, not a far reach out. Cool. Then you probably came from. Did you come find out about the channel from the people in the Philippines with theirs, Verna or any of them, or did you just stumble upon it? Just curious. But let's see, how long have we been on? Almost an hour and 50 minutes. Wow. As I said before, time flies when you're having fun. I think we still got 18 people here. I want to thank everybody that subscribes to this channel. I appreciate all the support that everybody gives. I will be in Kochang for the first 2 weeks of next month if anybody's in town. Yeah, you know, I was supposed to be there the 15th. The 15th to the 22nd, I think, is, and I still haven't canceled them, but my wife, after the surgery and all that kind of stuff, she can't go in the pool, she can't go in the ocean, she can't go here and there. And after hearing her say that, I'm going, well, that would kind of be a bummer, because she enjoys that. You know, she doesn't like, she's not a swimmer, but she does like to float around in the pool and go up if she holds on to me in the ocean. So I think we're going to put it off. But if for some reason anybody's there, definitely get a hold of Baldy. Most likely Vernon. All right, John, I appreciate it. Yeah, good one. Always support them. So John obviously has a channel, and I think I had it up, right? There it is. So if you guys aren't subscribed, there it is down below. Subscribe. It's free. I'll have to go check it out. I've never seen it, so I will subscribe also. But let's see. John. Most likely burner. All right. I think I'm going to end this live stream. I want to thank everybody. Jam, if I think I'm going to come out, or meow, try to come out next week. We'll see what happens. But I definitely want to meet up with you and Jim again. That was, like I said, if you guys ever get a chance to, from the channel, meet anybody, Meow and Jim are two that I highly recommend. Tom is another one. Mark is another one. Everybody that I met. Mitch. You can't go really too wrong on this channel. At least I found that out. But I think I'm going to end this. I really appreciate all the support that everybody gives me all the time. I will. Let's see. And I have to. I have to talk about my friend Richard at Richard Travels. He's the one that does the intros and the outro videos for me for nothing. And he's a great guy. And I want to give him a shout out. And to his mom, if you're watching, and to everybody else out there. I will catch you on the next one in a couple of days. We'll see you then.